6 different supplements in this variety show. And even if it leaves the screen, we invite you to stay there. We're going to continue to take all of your calls. So this is the only airing of the entire visit of the turmeric, which is yet again another customer pick.
And turmeric is one of those ingredients that, as I often talk about, I hear requests for ingredients, and sometimes it takes us years, sometimes a couple of decades, before we introduce it as a separate ingredient. We could have always done it earlier, but if I wanted to do it and make sure that it was going to be a product that was going to be beneficial, I couldn't do it earlier. So for me, it's not about making a product that someone will purchase. It's about making a product that I know, if it's purchased, will be beneficial. And the big problem with turmeric, as beneficial as turmeric is if you use it in large quantities when you cook, as they do throughout Asia, most specifically in, say, India, when you use it in large quantities when you cook, you overcome one of the fundamental problems with turmeric, and that's its ability to be absorbed and its ability to be utilized. When you cook with it, you literally complex it with the fats in the food. So literally when you're cooking, and a lot of chefs will now tell you that cooking is biochemistry. And the more you understand, that's why they're food chemists, the more you understand about the biochemistry of foods, the more you can understand how to make foods taste good. Also, the more you can understand how to make foods beneficial. So when it comes to the chemistry of turmeric, simply taking turmeric spice, which is from its root, simply taking turmeric spice and putting the best turmeric in the world in a capsule is sort of a waste of time and a waste of money. Because what would happen is there's a number of biochemical processes that will then ensue after you swallow it, which interfere with your getting any benefits from that supplement. So, taking a lesson from chefs in a kitchen, how do you make turmeric bioavailable in a supplement? How do you make it useful and beneficial in a supplement? Well, you do what you do with food, you complex it with fats. So that is exactly what we've done. And what we've done is phosphatidylcholine, which is the phospholipid, the principal phospholipid in the liver and the principal phospholipid in the brain. And since we also often look at turmeric as being beneficial for the liver and being beneficial for the brain, then there's no more ideal fatty acid to combine, or phospholipid, to combine our turmeric with than to combine it with phosphatidylcholine. And that's exactly what we've done. And in doing so, making it literally a few dozen times more bioavailable than it would have been if we just simply stuck it into a capsule.
And it's expensive. I mean, it is outrageously expensive when you go to buy your turmeric. So let me show you what we're doing today. Here we have your 30 capsules available in a $5 savings. The 60, $10 off at $29.90. The 120 at $54.90, so $20 savings. The 240, $35 savings. And keep in mind on the large size, you also have it available on 3 FlexPay payments of $29.97 a payment. Over 5,000 have already been spoken for. And again, you have to see the beautiful color of this. So if there's any question, again, we always talk about the fact that you're looking at complete, pure, additive-free. Look at the gorgeous color of the turmeric, and not even 2 minutes remaining.
What I was going to do, I think I have a good chart here.
Yeah. And great reviews on it, too. I mean, 84% 4 and 5 star.
Well, and again, turmeric is something that has been out there for a long time. It's been put in joint products or liver products, all sorts of different products. But if you want turmeric to be bioavailable, there's sort of 2 ways companies have been going about it, or the science has gone about it. One is the way we've gone about it, which is to complex it with a fatty acid, just as you would with food. The other way is to add sort of a black pepper extract to it. As far as I'm concerned, a black pepper extract is sort of irritating. That's not what I would add to this ingredient. So with turmeric here, what we're doing is simply complexing it with a natural fatty acid, as you would if you sort of cooked it. And if we look at just this one quote here, and certainly I could read some of the reviews that talk about all the benefits of turmeric, but I think the benefits almost go without saying. What's more important is understanding the science and why turmeric needs to be transformed in a supplement in a natural way to make it available. So this is from the World Journal of Gastroenterology. Gastroenterology, they understand absorption and the use of nutrients. However, here we go, complexation of curcumin into phytosomes. And the however was, they originally said how poorly absorbed curcumin is, turmeric is. However, complexation of curcumin into phytosomes, which is what we've done, has recently helped to bypass this problem of poor absorption, as it has been demonstrated that this new lecithin formulation, as we have here, enables increased absorption to a level 29-fold, that's 29 times higher than that of traditional curcuminoid products. This allows us to achieve much greater tissue substance delivery using significantly lower doses of curcumin than have been used in past clinical studies, which is right there is the reason why it took me so long to deliver a separate turmeric, a separate curcumin product. Until we overcame the inherent problem of curcumin and turmeric products to be absorbed, there was no reason to make a separate product. And now we've overcome it. We've done it naturally without adding any kind of nasty components, just another beneficial component, phosphatidylcholine, a critical ingredient for your brain and a critical ingredient for your liver as well.
And again, remember, the savings here, phenomenal, obviously, at every one of the different sizes, but this is absolutely, you know, even when you just go out, I think, even for the world of cooking, think of what you spend on turmeric. It's extremely expensive. So the opportunity that you have for each and every one, and know that every one of the supplements are all made in Andrew's Pro Capsule Laboratories in Henderson, Nevada, and Andrew does it all, from the raw materials to the actual products, to the capsules, to the bottles, to the packaging.
Well, personally,
well, no,
I
he
don't
doesn't do it
all
all himself.
No, there are a lot of wonderful people in Henderson, Nevada. Yeah, I'm not running around running the capsule machines and everything like that. Although
we did show that machine, right?
No, although at one time, and I think it gives me a great appreciation for what we do. At one time, you know, I was, what do they call it, the chief cook and bottle washer.
Right.
At one time when I started my company 35 years ago, I made all the products, I labeled all the bottles, I did it all. So I have an appreciation for what goes into every single product we make. And, you know, I started the company 35 years ago with a specific ethic for quality and integrity, and that hasn't changed at all. So every one of our products is still made with the same level of purity, and they're all made by us, and they're all made entirely using solar energy.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
I love that machine, too. We did see it right when we do the remote.
Well,
we showed
have
that.
several different types of